Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe down below if you like my channel and my content. By doing so, you'll become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome. As always, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, or if you just want to say hi and interact with me, I'll be answering as many comments as I can. Before we get started, I kind of left quite a lot of room for me to talk because I had a lot to talk about, so this part I was just showing like the beautiful paper on top because I love that stuff, but I had quite a few things to talk about. So if you guys know, in my last video I had quite a lot of problems with my editor that I use on my laptop. So what I'm going to do is get the editor that Courtney has, but that one is just about $200, but as far as I could see, it is a very good editor. If any of you guys actually have it and have any problems with it, do let me know before I actually get it. I'm hoping there's a free trial before I actually buy it, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. The second thing that I wanted to note is that I will be having a restock, but it got pushed back just about a week because of said editor that I need to buy. Of course, that's more money that I have to use and less money that I can put towards my slime shop, so that's just going back by just about a week, but I will make a video about it, don't worry. And I also wanted to mention that I also put my TikTok in my description, which I also talked about in a different video, if you guys could follow that. I don't make too many videos on it, but I might, I'm not sure, it just depends on how many of you guys are interested in following me on there. Same with my Instagram, I don't post on there very often, but if you guys want to see more about the restock than you'll see on just a video or two here on YouTube, I would suggest you follow me on there. And yeah, a few of you guys also had a problem with finding my slime shop. So that was because I had the wrong, I had the right slime shop in my description. I had the wrong one in my YouTube page. So that's kind of that. And then another thing that I wanted to address, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, hopefully I'll hit that soon. Not only will I be doing a face reveal, but I will also be talking about my slime shop or my YouTube, because a lot of you guys are saying, oh, I'm too picky, oh, I'm too this, oh, I'm too that. Now, I do like hearing your suggestions, but a lot of people are just coming after me and not suggesting things. There's just like, oh, you need to do this, you need to stop doing this, and that's not right. So I just wanted to mention those things before we get started. So I was just kind of showing everything really slowly, but I do want to mention everything was packaged nicely, nothing leaked. I got so many extras, which I will be showing you now. There was just so much stuff. She gave me so many wristbands, and that was absolutely great. So I loved that. And then I love the Fix slime, or the Fix stuff. At first I thought it was an activator, but I thought about it more since she sent borax. I was like, no, they say the Fix for softening slime. So I thought that was awesome that she sent that, and that it's such a big bottle. And I love that. And she sent 3 different packages of extras, and I think that's awesome. I think that this first package would be for smaller orders, and then the ones that she sent me were bigger orders. And since I ordered pretty much $150 worth of slime, technically more than that, I even got a $30 discount, and one of the slimes was discounted, so that would have been quite a lot of money. It already was quite a lot of money, but she sent me a bunch of different extras, and as most of you guys know, I like the random extras more than the candy extras, so this made me really happy. Just more stuff that I can add into slime and more stuff that I can keep and things like that. So I just really liked the extras and I wanted to show you. So mostly, for the most part, they're kind of the same in both packages that I'm opening here, and I don't know, they're just kind of the same, but obviously she wanted to send more, so I appreciate that a lot. So I wanted to mention that I got, I think, 12 slimes. I don't really remember. I'm kind of all over the place with this one. And shipping time took about 9 days, which is great. So the first slimes that I'm starting off with, I'm showing 2 from each pack, just so that I can just split them between the 2 videos. So this first one is Astronaut Ice Cream, and I'm showing you the total for the whole pack, but I'm showing you the per ounce for just this slime. So the ones from the 4 packs are 3 ounces a piece, and this one was actually really, really nice. It kind of stuck to the top, if you can't tell, but that's kind of what happens when you have snow-based slimes. And I do believe this is a cloud cream, and it is a beautiful cloud cream. Now, I couldn't tell you exactly what the scent is, but the texture kind of threw me off. Now, it's just because when I think astronaut ice cream into a slime, I think about like the crunchiness of astronaut ice cream. If you guys have ever had it, it's like dehydrated ice cream. And it just reminds me more crunchy, so I thought maybe it'd be a snow fizz, but a cloud cream is a good take on it as well. I love the colors, and it turns into such a beautiful kind of mix between a lavender and a lilac color, and it's really nice to play with. So soft, and it could be both a table slime and a holdable slime, so I love that so much. So overall, I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. This next one is Supernova, and you guys, this one is definitely one of my favorite. It is so beautiful, and I just love everything about this. So this is a clear slime, but it is so thick. It doesn't leave any residue on my hands, and the scent, the best way I could describe it is it just smells like a dude. So like if you like men's body spray or like the Teak Woods hand sanitizer, it's kind of like a mix of just every dude scent. I don't even know how to describe this one, but it is so good, and I can't even describe the texture. It's kind of putty like, but still like pretty stretchy for it's one of those things that's just like you have to touch it and know, like you have to experience it yourself to know what I'm talking about. But this one was great, definitely a 5 out of 5, and I love this one so much. I play with it all the time. I have to say, out of like the 4-packs that I got 3 of them, if you guys saw, and I think the Galaxy 4-pack, which is the two of the ones that I'm showing now, was probably my favorite pack, because there were so many different textures in just the 4-packs, and they were great, and just in my opinion better than the other 4-packs. So I really enjoyed this one, and it is just beautiful. So these next two are from her bestseller 4-pack, and the one on the left is Popstar, and the other one is Bamboo. So the first one that I decided to show is Popstar, and I love that charm on the top. I've seen it in Wish slimes and just like the store-bought slimes and stuff, but I didn't like know exactly where to find them, but they're just beautiful. So this Popstar slime is a lovely two-toned slime, which is pink and white. It has like these star glitters in it, and it smells really perfumey, so kind of the opposite of the Supernova, you know, where that one was like a dude-ish like accent. I don't even know what to call that one. And this one was more perfumey and like a lighter scent. It's just really hard to explain. So this is a cloud slime, and I did notice for most of the cloud slimes that I got from her, it does leave a little bit of residue, which is normal, but it doesn't fluff up perfectly, but it fluffs up pretty nice. It just falls a little faster than one might want. So when you mix this together, it becomes a beautiful bubblegum pink color, and it's just really fun to play with, and I love the scent. So if it wasn't for the drizzle, it would be great, but overall I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5, just because the I almost said the drizzle and the like residue was just a little more, I guess, potent. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm just all over the place. Okay, it's just a little more than I wanted, but this one is still absolutely wonderful. So this next one is Bamboo. Yes, I dropped it. I dropped one later and I just completely gave up on it. But this one, okay, you guys, I was kind of thrown for a loop with a lot of her textures, just because from the pictures, they look different. So when I saw this one, I kind of got excited because I thought it was a microfloam, and it's a snow fizz. Now, it's great anyways. It is, once again, two-toned with a very vibrant green and white, and it's got that cute little panda charm on top. And it's so crunchy, but it has a weird residue. That's probably the best way I could describe it. Now, this happens with a few of her other slimes, especially another snow fizz that I mess with. It kind of feels like she added shampoo to it. And if you guys have ever added shampoo, you'll know that it leaves not a residue on your hands, but it feels like a residue is going to be left on your hands because it's very slick and kind of wet feeling, but not the same wet feeling that you'd feel from just a wet slime, if that makes sense. So now the reason I was kind of thrown for a loop, if I must say, her website, in my opinion, is very hard to navigate, and it's because I like the setup because you could just see like the pictures of the slime, but until you click on it, you don't know the texture, you don't know the scent, you don't know what it's called because some of them don't show the name on the picture. So it's kind of a guess game on what you want to click and what you want to pick. And especially with her 4-pack, I can't see the textures. So I talked too long. Obviously, sorry, there's like no ASMR for that one, but I just wanted to explain that because it was just really, really hard to navigate. But anyways, moving on. The next one is part of her like dessert 4-pack, and this one is rainbow cookie dough. This one's beautiful, reminds me of cookie dough. To me, smells like cookie dough. It's so spot on, and I do believe this one's also a cloud cream, but not really sure. As you can see at the top, I found a hair. I plucked it out, no biggie. And I think it was probably just, not even a hair. It was probably some, oh, what do you call that? The lint and stuff. But yeah, so I'm not sure about this texture either, because like I said, for the 4-packs, you couldn't see the texture, but it kind of felt like a cloud cream, kind of felt like, I don't know. It was like a mix between a cloud cream and a clay slime or a butter slime. Not really sure. But when you mix this one together, it becomes a beautiful color. I couldn't really describe this one. It's not exactly a seafoam green because it's more blue than that. But it's not exactly like a baby blue or a sky blue. I'm not sure exactly what color this is, but it's beautiful. The scent is pretty accurate. And I love this one. So I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5, and I forgot to mention the bamboo one was a 4 out of 5. This is what happens when I talk too long. This next one is Cake Batter Crunch, and this one threw me for a loop as well. So I thought once again this would be a microfloam or a floam, and it's actually a white glue slushie. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of like slushies, whether they're white glue or clear glue. I just think that they leave too much residue, especially when they fluff up, and the texture's not the best. Now, I do like crunchy slimes. I love crunchy slimes, I might as well say. I love microfloams, floams, semi-floams, snow fizzes, all that good stuff. But when it comes to slushies, butter slushies, and like, what are they called? Butterfizz, I think, right? I'm pretty sure that's right. They're just not my favorite. Now, this scent, once again, I'm going to call it something really weird. I don't know if it's the look of the slime, but I thought this smelled like a sweeter version of cottage cheese. Now, I still liked it, I promise. Like, every single time I talk about weird, like, scents, I still like them. But, like I thought, this one left residue on me, on my hands, on my fingernails. Now, it didn't leave it on the table, so I'm glad about that. But it is a beautiful slime. It has some glitter through it. Nice scent, in my opinion. It just smells different to me, I guess. But overall, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 because of the residue. Not my favorite, but it's still a really nice slime. Moving on to the other slimes that aren't in 4-packs, this is Cookie Milk, and it is a beautiful white glossy slime. I do believe it's supposed to be a cereal milk slime, but it feels like she kind of maybe tried to make it too glossy. I don't know. Like, the reason I'm saying that is because it feels like there's too much baby oil in it. Not because it leaves residue, but because baby oil can make slime less stretchy. I don't know if it's because of that, or maybe she added too much glycerin, not enough glycerin. Not really sure, but it has little sprinkles in it, which I actually thought it would have, like, kind of like cookie pieces, if that makes sense. But this reminds me of, like, if you put a sugar cookie in milk. So that's perfectly fine with me. And the scent, it smells kind of like artificial chocolate, kind of like milk. It's kind of like a mixture of the two. I will mention later in the, like, part 2, like, I definitely see why she's famous for her scents, because she really puts in a lot of effort into the scents. Like, a lot of people with cookie milk, I guess, would be like, oh, it's gonna scent it like cookies. Well, she's more like, well, I'm gonna scent it like cookies, but part of it's also milk, so I'm gonna scent it like milk, and that's just really what I love about this. So I absolutely love this one. If it had a little more stretch, that would be great, but I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. Wow, I said 4.5. I meant 4.8 out of 5. But it was really great, just not my favorite. And once again, I've talked too long, so you guys didn't hear any, like, ASMR. I've really got to get this voiceover down. So this next one, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to say it right. This is Hokkaido milk bread. I think that's what it's called, and I do believe it's a Japanese bread that you can make, but I'm not really sure. Now, this one is another one with the scent that I'm talking about, where this one, yes, it smells like bread, but it also smells like milk, and it's a actually really nice scent. A lot of people are like, ew, that's gross, but it's actually really nice. And like, it has 2 charms in it. One's milk and one's bread, which I think they're adorable. I just had a really hard time getting the slime off, because I do believe this is a butter slime, but with snow in it. Once again, like, it's really hard because I don't think she had the textures on her website. I tried to scroll through the description and I didn't see a texture. I did see scents though, so that's great, but I didn't see a texture, so it was kind of a guessing game. But this was a tri-colored slime, and it had white and, like, dark brown and light brown. Really pretty. I love this slime. And overall, I would give it a 5 out of 5. This slime is Brownie Sundae a la mode, and for the, like, total and stuff that you see on the screen, I didn't exactly know what to give this because it does show 8 ounce, but obviously you get more than that, so I just left it at 8 ounce, and I wanted to, like, just show appreciation. As you saw, it's not filled to the top, and I love that because you're adding things to the slime. I think that should be a little underfilled so that hopefully you don't have to have an extra container. I still did for this one, but that's okay. So I do believe the base is a clear, or not a clear slime, wow, a clay slime scented like chocolate, and then you get this little ice cream scoop with sprinkles, and you get this cherry clear slime on the top scented like cherry. And in the slime, okay, I kind of didn't notice it until the end. There was like a little heart charm in the slime as well, so I thought it was just the cherry charm, but I thought that was awesome that there were 2 charms. That's just kind of like a little thing that can make me happy sometimes. And when I mixed this together, it became a nice inflatable butter slime. I will mention the cherry scent definitely took over, and it kind of reminded me more of like a Black Forest cake more than a brownie. So that was kind of a bummer. I wish there was more like brownie scent in it than the cherry scent, but it was really fun to mix together. A really great experience. I just think that it just really threw me off. So just in my opinion, I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. I think it could be better, but it was still great. I just don't really like that the cherry scent kind of took over. But with that, that is all the slimes from this video. As I said in the other one, I'm going to try to upload 3 this week and 3 next week. So I just wanted to mention that. Now, the ones after that, until I get like the laptop thing situated, I think I'm going to start not doing voiceovers just because it sounds so weird and it's really hard for me to do them. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. I will give my full thoughts on her stuff next time. And with that, I am signing off. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.